And we are live. Welcome to Microsoft 365 Developer Bootcamp. My name is Oscar Garcia, and I'm really happy to welcome all of you here today. We have lots of information, great content to share with you. This content is going to enable us to understand what the Microsoft 365 platform is all about, which in turn is going to enable us to show you and see how to build applications and solutions using some of the services. Some of these services that we're going to be covering today include SharePoint for building data and web applications, PowerApps for building web forms and mobile applications, PowerBI, which is used for building dashboards and data visualization, Power Automate for integrations and business improvement processes, and Power Virtual Agents or chatbots that can be leveraged to provide a different end user experience. As you can see, we have a lot of services to cover, and we need to talk about how to use them to be able to build a solution today. I hope you have your coffee ready, your water ready, so we can together go through this journey and build an application using Microsoft 365 platform. So what are we building today? As you can see on the screens, we're going to be building a web application, dashboard, mobile application, a chatbot application. All of this using the Microsoft 365 platform. The concept that we're building is a product management application. If you have been working with product development teams, one of the things that we need to understand is how do we track our tasks? And as we track our tasks, our projects, we need to be able to understand in what area of the product those tasks are allocated or associated with. So for example, when building a product, we need to understand design issues, front-end implementation issues or tasks, architecture items, different areas of the application. So here the idea is to sort of build a very simple product management application that's going to enable us to create and manage some of the stats. So the idea here is that we're going to be using data, SharePoint for data and web application purposes. We're going to show you how to build a table essentially, or a data list with SharePoint, and we're going to show you how that integrates also with PowerApps for customizing some of the web forms. Then we're going to be able to integrate this SharePoint data list with process automation for collaborations with Microsoft Teams. So Microsoft Teams is a collaboration tool that enables us to build channels where we can actually send communication and messages to the rest of the team. So we all can collaborate and understand what's available or what tasks have been created. We're also going to be working on a mobile app with PowerApps. So what's important here is to understand that in addition to a web application, we can create a mobile application with push notifications capability. So when our team is on the field, they can actually get notifications on their devices that a new task has been allocated for a particular area of work. It is important to understand that as we collect data, it's not just enough to see a list on a grid, right? A bunch of records in there. We want to be able to understand where are these tasks allocated for purposes of capacity planning. So for that purpose, we need some level of visualization. So that is when we can leverage Power BI to build this sort of visualization so we can see the tasks and how they are allocated. The event format today is about 45-minute sessions. We're going to be able to take between 15 to 20 minutes to talk and to show you how to use the service, how to do an implementation work. The idea here is to have a highly interactive session, and that you guys are hands-on on this, right? So we show the solutions, we show how it is implemented. We have a runbook that you can follow to be able to do this implementation, and then you can take the rest of the time to do it. There's also going to be a Q&A to post questions in the event that you get somehow delayed or you get stuck in an area of work. What is the success criteria? The success criteria today is understanding of the platform and services to be able to build apps and dashboards, and also integration points, right? So It is important not just to be able to kind of let's build an app and that's it. It's important to understand the services, how they work, and how we can leverage them to be able to build solutions. So that is really the success criteria.
Is everybody listening to me okay? I hope you guys are. Let me know if you have any technical difficulties. If this is the audio is coming through. This is a live event, so we're hoping that there are no issues. Okay. So if you, I'm getting some messages. Some people did not hear me. So let me just do the intro really quick. We're basically building this application today. The idea is that we're going to build a data and a web application using SharePoint services and PowerApps. We're going to do process automation with Power Automate and Microsoft Teams. And we're going to build a mobile app with PowerApps, right? So hopefully you set up your environment that enables you to build all these tools, right? We're also going to have build data visualization with Power BI. We're gonna the format of these sessions here today basically is a 45-minute session. We're taking about 15 minutes to talk about it, to show you how to do it. And the idea is that the following 30 minutes will be your time, your time to be able to do the hands-on work, to be able to do the implementation, and to follow along with us. Okay. Definitely, you're gonna have the opportunity to do questions. You can use the Q&A area of the application to post your questions to us, and to basically, if you get stuck on any step, you can ask and post questions. There's also going to be, I'll share with you guys, there is a run book that gives you the steps on how to do things, how to build different areas that we're working on. So in case you get stuck, you can actually follow that through as well. Then that should give you some guidance on what to do. What is the success criteria for today, guys? So basically, we want to be able to understand the platform and understand the services, right? The whole goal of this boot camps is to kind of show you how a Microsoft 365 platform works, what the different services are, the different tools that are available to you, and to actually leverage that and be able to build solutions, right? And this is more of an environment that's kind of a low code environment, meaning you don't have to do heavy implementation to be able to solve the solutions, right? The idea behind this is that you can actually leverage a lot of the services of the platform and be able to build the solutions, right, without having to to worry about concerns like security, like deployment, integrations, and things of that nature. All right, so let's continue to move forward and take a look at basically what is the Microsoft 365 platform. Microsoft 365 platform overview. As you can see here in the image, you probably will see a lot of things here, but basically what we have is a device agnostic platform, meaning that you can run a lot of these solutions on Android, Windows, iOS platforms or devices, right? This is a cloud platform with multiple services and applications that we can leverage. So for example, we can use the Office tools like Word, Excel, those things that most of you are probably familiar with. And there's also the things like the document management for the SharePoint platform, conversations, portals. So basically, you can create websites. And what a lot of you probably are familiar with is the intranet, environment, right? That you probably use in your at your office. So we can build intranets, portals, and things of that nature. Also, there is the you can build experiences, right? And the experiences will be things like web apps, bots, and agents. Applications, websites, and things. Workflow automation, right? Process improvement automation. that enables us to provide a solution to the business. All of this, as we will see today, is something that we can actually use. We can build right from the browser, but we also have the opportunity to use integration points and go heavy on the implementation effort. So we can actually do a lot of coding to be able to solve this or to provide these solutions, right? So there is a concept of Microsoft Graph. So everything that is provided on the 365 platform, there's also access of that using Microsoft Graph, which is a rich set of RESTful APIs and webhooks that enables us to build applications, external applications, and services that will integrate with this platform. So essentially what that means is that if you're familiar with RESTful APIs, we're gonna be able to tap into each one of those services to be able to kind of build and maybe integrate with something, like whether it is we want to integrate with SharePoint or we want to integrate with some kind of security, or we want to integrate with some Azure services. All these APIs and webhooks are there available for us to be able to use. Okay, as you can see in the graph here, there is a concept of Azure AI platform for Microsoft Graph Data Connect, so that enables us to tap into Azure and cloud as well. And there is a concept of connectors, right? And connectors really is the power behind a lot of these integration points. This is where we actually can do things like connect application like PowerApps application to perhaps a database on Azure, or maybe perhaps a API on some other system, like, I don't know, like Slack or anything of that nature, right? That's completely outside of the platform. So with this data connectors, it's really we get creating sort of a bridge into those services for us to be able to consume the data. Another thing that's very important here in this platform is security, right? This environment is highly secure. It actually uses the Microsoft Identity platform for enterprise identity management. If you're not familiar with security, basically, so I'm sure you probably at work, you're able to log into your desktop and you're able to log into your network, and you get authenticated, but your network is sort of private. And nobody really can access that. So basically, that is the Microsoft Identity Services enables us to provide that kind of services to us, right? It provides the security. It provides the Azure Active Directory integration, which is really the service that manages all the security, all the credentials, and the identity of every user. In addition to all the resources like computers and things of that nature. So that's available on Microsoft 365 platform for us to be able to sort of understand, sort of leverage for us, right?